You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriots. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? Welcome to the Highly Evolved Podcast. I'm your host, Safan. You can find me at Minds.com, BitChute, Twitter, Gap.com. Most importantly, like, share, and subscribe. On that note, guys, let's stop beating around the bush and let's get down to the nitty gritty of this video. In this episode, I want to show you an article about, you know how these people don't think that just because you're a certain background, you don't belong in a certain background. Like if you're black, they don't see you as a Republican. They automatically assume that all black people are Democrats. All right, you ever notice this thing? And they automatically assume if you're white, you're a Republican. Or you're both these well-groomed white man, you're whatever they judge you by your looks, right? And this article is going to prove a black Kentucky Republican fires back at being told to stop being a Coon Flakes. All right, let me bring this article up for you guys. This is absurd. I find it so absurd that I have to report you guys this. All right, just let you guys know. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible. So your presence is highly appreciated. There you go. Black Kentucky Republican fires back after being told to stop eating Coon Flakes. All right, that's absurd and, quite frankly, offensive in my book. All right, so basically, is he black? He can't be Republicans. Make it see the logic of these Democrats. This is why I'm so against these liberal ideologies right now. All right, if anything, this is very racist. They want to say they want to be non-racist, but if anything, the Democrats, socialists, Marxists, they're the most racist people out there. These liberals. All right, let's read this article. Daniel Cameron, a black Republican running for Kentucky Attorney General, fired back at Wednesday after being told to stop eating Coon Flakes. The White House is serving by local radio host attorney. Wow, this is so racist. Let me get to see a Democrat. I'm proud of lifelong Republican, part of adverse Kentucky Republicans party ticket. And yes, I support Donald Trump. Cameron told the Daily Caller News Foundation, I have unfortunately been called much worse as a black Republican, and it is enough. I support life, secure borders, and I am proud of my faith. Right? These Democrats, they're faithless. They ain't got no religion. They're the most immoral group of people ever. These Democrats and socialist Marxists. Remember, socialist Marxists are atheists by nature. Communists are atheists by nature. Right? They don't believe in God. So if you say you're a socialist, communist, Democrat, believe in social issue, that means you're a communist. So basically, by default, Democrats are basically atheist communists. Right? It is time for liberals to stop telling black men what we are allowed to believe in and what party we're allowed to support. Back in the days, a lot of black people was Republican prior to the civil rights movement. All of a sudden, just because LBJ, they don't understand that LBJ screwed them over, right? He said, I'll have those N-word be voting Democrats for the next 200 years. And they don't understand that. This is recorded history. And when you use this, they don't want to accept that. They were fooled by the Democrat Party via LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson. This guy is a straight racist in Texas. If you do a search on LBJ, do a history search, he's a racist, right? Democrat in Texas. All right. Yesterday, the liberal attorney said I should be stopped eating Coon Flakes at the Courier Journal interview. I am proud of Long Life Republican, part of the diverse KYGOP ticket. And yes, I support Donald Trump. It is time to stop black men what we're allowed to believe in. Daniel Cameron, August 7, 2019. Attorney Daniel Elliott have already received a blowback from the remark. All right. How does a person of color proudly flaunt his endorsement for the president who is clearly racist and determined to oppose the very people that gave Cameron life? What the heck are you talking about? They wouldn't say Donald Trump is racist. What is racist about him? He liked Jews. He's getting black people jobs. All right. Their unemployment is an all-time record. He's cutting taxes for all Americans, not just for one specific group. All Americans getting tax cut. All right. Black employment is down. Latino employment is down. He went to El Paso, grieved those people. El Paso is a predominantly Hispanic community, and they love him. They didn't report that in the news because it's totally against their narrative. All right? People in Miami, Florida is a highly Hispanic community, and and he's very popular over there. How is he racist? His golf court employ a lot of minorities. All right? How is he racist? And then when they try to say he's a racist, when you ask them, explain why, they can't give you a straight answer. He's just racist. They just keep saying, isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious? He say all these things, people go back home, and then they don't not read. They're not using their best judgment. There's nothing Donald Trump said is racist. He's just telling the truth. The truth might hurt. That's the thing with truth. Truth hurts. And they can't handle the truth. They allow words to have power over them. That's how weak-minded these liberals are. They're so weak-minded, they're allowed to have words to power them. To have so much control over them. They let words control over. They don't understand the concept of, you ever heard these phrases, stick and stone might break my bone, but words will never hurt me? Well, to the Democrat, that doesn't apply. Word will hurt them. Right? To the liberals, word will hurt them. Right? These generations, these liberal generations, they do not live by morals at all. They don't know anything about morals to a story and how life works. That's why they let words affect them so much. They're highly emotional people. Right? They're so emotional. But I digress. Let's continue. My suggestion to Mr. Comey is to stop eating the Coon Flakes, and the White House is serving. He said, according to the Louisiana Courier Journal, Daniel is slapping all blacks' ancestors in the face, and all their hard work, struggles, and even death means nothing to him. Oh my! How can you say that? Do you know him personally? These people just making general statements with no facts, evidence, and supports. Cameron support O.J. Jalika, who is also black Republicans. All right, call Elliott a terminology disgusting, according to the Courier Journal. The Kentucky Republican Party has nominated a black man to be in charge of law enforcement, said Olika, who is the state treasurer, chief of staff. I believe that this is the first in the South that is not only a consequential for our electability for black people, it is also mean that a whole lot of something as what it could accomplish. Cameron, who is 33, running against 67-year-old Democratic Greg Stamble. All right, I guess he's Democrat. I'm going to do the same tactics they do and just going to judge him that he's a racist Democrat. Stumbled upon the annual financial farm gathering Saturday, in a political event where both candidates' attorney generals spoke for comparing the Cameron to a child, something perceived as racist tropes. All right. The Attorney General office always open to children, and so they can see how we run office. Stumble said, according to the Courier Journal, but Daniel, we do not let children run things. All right. Stumble tells quickly walked back the accusation that children's line was a racially charged. The one-liner had nothing to do with ethnicity and everything to do with Mr. Comey's lack of qualifications. Oh my God. For the Office of Attorney General, Stumble campaign spokesman Meredith Scolo said, Elliott does not immediately respond to the DCNF request for comments. Of course they're not. They can't back up their racism. That's the thing with Democrats. Right? They say the racist words and they try to say it's not, and yet again they think they could get away from saying racist things themselves. That's the tactics of the Democrat. Party of the KKK, party of Jim Crow, party of segregations. All right, tell me they're not, because it's written history that they are. All right, and when you try to prove this, they don't want to listen to them. The Democrats do not want to listen when you explain their history to them. All right, they founded the KKK. All right, most of Southern Democrats are racist by nature. All right, not only that, modern day Democrats are racist as well. They judge, they expect you to be certain things. If that's not racism, I don't know what is. They expect black people to be Democrats. Like, that's a racist thing to say. So because you're black, you have to be Democrats? I mean, anything. But this is some of the stuff that I want to report to you guys, how out of touch these Democrats are, how delusional they are, all right, how nonsensical they seem to say, all right, the stuff that they say. And then they attack you with ad hominems. They attack you with all these stuff because they can't back up their claims at all. They can't provide facts. They can't provide reasoning. They can't provide logic. That's the Democratic tactics. All right, this is an anti-democratic channel. I don't endorse Democrat because they're evil. Let's say that. Democrats are evil. They don't benefit American society at all. They only benefit their best interests. They're the ultimate opportunists, proven by Beto O'Rourke, who laughed at the moment of the gun shooting in Texas. He laughed about it. There's video to show that. All right, and people might say, "Oh, there's nothing." I call the president a racist. How is that supportive? It's supposed to be time and morning, and then you politicize everything. But anyway, I digress. Let me know what you think. You think this is a cheap shot by the Democratic Party? You think this is the same Democratic tactics? Are you for the Democratic Party? Let me know if you agree. Because of one thing, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel because I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, and edited. That means I can say what I want without being bothered by any outside interference. If you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe. Because when you like, share, and subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. When I make more videos, I saturate YouTube algorithm. When I saturate YouTube algorithm, right, it make my video more expansive to a broader audience. Within those broader audience, might enlighten people to think for themselves. All right, because group thinking is detrimental to American society. Group thinking is communism, Marxism, Democrat, Black Lives Matter, Antifa. Those are group thinkers. They implement stupid policy that affect people's lives by restricting freedom, by restricting wealth, by restricting prosperity from people. That's what they do. That's all they do. To kill people down, to beat people down, to oppress them. That's the democratic model. Right? Those are group thinking. Right? When I get you to think for yourself, right? You don't do anything to do. You don't do all these policy to affect me. You're only worrying about yourself. Because of that, I'm not taking any donation because I look at it as an incentive enough for you to think for yourself. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but at least think for yourself because you won't be doing any stupid policy that affects me and don't bother me. All right, this is why I consider it's an incentive. But if you like what I do, please like and subscribe. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. I know your time is very precious, and I try not to waste your time. Thank you for listening, and you guys have a good day. Peace.